What is going on, New York Knicks family, Knicks Nation? What is going on? Happy Friday to you and your family. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope you had a great night last night. Oh, man. As I'm sure you guys already know, the New York Knicks just absolutely destroyed the Atlanta Hawks last night in a very lopsided game by the score of 140-89, I believe. I don't know where to begin. Let's start in the first quarter real quick. So the New York Knicks, I was expecting them to come out playing, pretty much the same way I think they did in the last two games, with energy, physicality. I think they accomplished that. But I definitely wasn't expecting them to have to be, up by what, 25, I think, at the end of the first quarter. I think it was like 40-15 or something like that. They only scored 15 points. And OG Anunoby was absolutely brilliant. I think he had 14 in that first quarter, so he almost outscored the Atlanta Hawks on his own in that first quarter. Unbelievable. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I slept amazing, but at the same time I was still thinking about the game. Like, wow, did I actually just witness myself watching a game where it was so lopsided that there was no point of even. I felt like there was no point of them even competing, because it was that bad. And I have to give the Knicks credit, because their defense was absolutely amazing, in my opinion. Their defense is what I think, started all this. They played so well defensively that their offense just picked up another notch, basically. It was incredible to see, man. I don't think I've ever seen a more lopsided win from a New York Knicks team than this one last night, especially in an elimination game. Sorry, guys. Elimination game. Where you're going to be eliminated, and this is the way you come out and play. It's very, very. I was surprised by it. I'll be honest. Woo! Golly. Okay. So yeah, and Mikal Bridges, because OG Anunoby had an amazing game, of course, but Mikal Bridges played absolutely amazing too. And that's all really it took, because of course, Cat did not really. He had a triple double, but he didn't really. I think he only really took like 4 shots yesterday. 4 shots, and they blew him out like that. That was very, very, great to see, but also surprising to see. If I might see it so myself, Wow. I mean, listen. I gotta give credit due. I was, again. They continue to play like this. If they can play like this, the way they played yesterday in these last 2 games before yesterday, let's just say the last 3 games, do we have an opportunity to not only beat the next team, we could beat the next team as well. We have an opportunity to go to the finals, not in obviously in an easy manner, because of course that's not going to happen. But I would prefer to go through the Celtics just to get them out. It's just because I can't stand the Celtics. I would rather just play them. But man, like, wow, I'm just like, ooh, man, like, something I've never seen. I'll be honest. But it was great to see. I'm not gonna get overly excited about it. We still have a lot of work to do. God willing, we make it to the finals. Whether it's against OKC, San Antonio, it's not going to be easy, but we have an opportunity to beat whoever those 2 teams are. The Spurs, I think we can beat them, and yes, with Wembanyama, with Victor. OKC, I think we played them twice this year, and it's been close games. We didn't win either one of those games, but it was a really close game. So both games were close. So with that being said, I feel like we have an opportunity to compete well in the East, and God willing, make it to the finals. I feel that in my heart. I mean, seriously. But I'm still I'm still like amazed by it, man. I know Jalen Brunson. I think he had, I don't know, 17, 19 points. I don't know what it was, something like that. I'm not sure, but the fact that they got to rest as well in that fourth quarter, quarter, almost down to the third quarter. They Mike Brown sat them down, and they were able to rest, and just he put his bench in, and they played the rest of the fourth, the whole fourth quarter. It was nice to see. And I'm so happy, man. I just pray that they continue to play this way. It don't matter who we're playing next. It doesn't matter. But if I had to pick, I would pick Boston. And they're gonna be in Boston tomorrow night. It's Philly at Boston, so it's gonna be a heck of a Game 7 because Philly won yesterday and they won pretty big. That tells you a lot. I mean, the playoffs are a little bit unpredictable. So we'll see. But Detroit plays tomorrow as well. They're in Orlando. Orlando should be able to close this out tomorrow night. I don't know if it's tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. I'm not sure what time Orlando's playing with Detroit. But yeah, Orlando got to take care of business tomorrow because you don't want to go back to Detroit. You just don't want to do that. Hopefully they get back this dude Wagner, whatever his name is. Because he can defend Cade and keep him on his. Hopefully his calf is better. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. The calf injuries are very tricky, so we'll see what happens. But it's gonna be a heck of a weekend, man. I know the Knicks play on Monday, and whoever it is that they're playing, whether it's Boston or Philly, they play on Monday. It's gonna be fun. We'll see what happens going forward. I'm very happy, man. I'm so I'm happy, man. Hopefully it continues. That's the goal, because they have to play consistent. Throughout the whole season, they've been inconsistent with their play. They would win 2 games, 3 games straight, and they lose a game or two, back and forth. They were just inconsistent. We didn't know what kind of team this was. So, with that being said, though, I appreciate you guys watching, man. And make sure you guys follow me on YouTube, man. Because again, I post on Instagram. My Instagram is Nelly Knicks for Life. That's Nelly Knicks for the number 4 in life. I post there all the time, and give me a follow there if your heart desires it. Give me a follow. Subscribe to the channel here on YouTube as well. And share, comment, whatever you guys want, man. I'll respond pretty quickly for the most part. But I appreciate you guys watching, man. If you made it this far, I'm grateful. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, let's celebrate. Well, not celebrate. We already celebrated yesterday. Let's just get back to the main focus at hand, and that's practice, getting ready for another tough series, because it doesn't get any easier, as we all know. It's gonna get harder and harder. These series are not easy, even though we won pretty fairly against Atlanta. But Boston does have experience. Philly has experience too. So I would rather play Boston if I had to pick. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Stay safe out there wherever you are, whether you're working, whether you're home. And yeah, we'll talk soon again, guys. Take care.